Here is the problem. You cannot do two things at the same time. Can you? So if you are an INTJ, it's very hard for you to do two things at the same time. And this leads to all sorts of problems, from people talking to you and you don't remember what they said, and like forgetting to do things because you didn't actually got the information, you didn't listen, you didn't hear, because you were doing something else and people assume you got it, but actually you didn't. And this is the most common situation. Then there are situations where you are actually doing something with your hands and you are doing something in your head and you totally mess up because you cannot coordinate the two things. So why is that? Well, it happens mainly because for us, for INTJs, our mind is always operating at 100% capacity. So we are always in full overdrive with the head. So we are already processing a lot of thoughts, and adding other things on top of that, it doesn't really work. So what happens is that we have in our cognitive stack, we have the function that is called extroverted sensing, which is responsible for basically processing the sensory inputs, right? We have it in the fourth place. That's the lower, the inferior place of the ego. And it means that we can use it, we can't really use it. We cannot really master it. So for us, everything that has to do with the external world, with the physical world, it's difficult to process, okay? So that's why when people talk to us, it really doesn't go in unless we pay a lot of attention. So what can you do to improve this? Well, it's hard. It's really hard because it's against our nature, okay? So to do this better, you just have to stop thinking. You have to slow down your dominant function, which is Introverted Intuition. Truck going by. And you have to attune to your extroverted sensing, which is down the stack in the fourth position, and this requires a huge amount of concentration, focus, energy for you, all right? So we are not the best listeners. We are great when it comes to get some intellectual advice, but we are not good listeners, and we definitely cannot do two things at the same time. Although we would like that very much, because we are all about efficiency, right? And that's why now I'm walking while I'm making a video, right? You see that? I use this time to do two things together, and this is something really, really easy because you don't have to think for walking, right? Walking is something that it's more or less going on autopilot. You don't have to focus for that. It's something you can do. So the smart thing here, if you want to do more than one thing at the same time, now I turn myself because there is wind. Smart thing to do is to do things at the same time that don't require brain effort, right? So walk and listen to a book, that's totally feasible.